CT, you have information Romeo. Oslo Airport, information Romeo. 1150 Zulu. Wind 190 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, clear. Temperature 3. Dew point -1. QNH 0978. Transition level 90. Arriving and departing runways 19 right, 19 left. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if basic information service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 121.68. Advise on initial contact, you have information Romeo. Oslo Airport, information Romeo. 1150 Zulu. Wind 190 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, clear. Temperature 3. Dew point -1. QNH 0978. Transition level 90. Arriving and departing runways 19 right, 19 left. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if basic information service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 121.68. Advise on initial contact, you have information Romeo. Oslo Airport, information Romeo. 1150 Zulu. Wind 190 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, clear. Temperature 3. Dew point -1. QNH 0978. Transition level 90. Arriving and departing runways 19 right, 19 left. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if basic information service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 121.68. Advise on initial contact.
Scandinavian 868 radio check.
Scandinavian 868, Oslo clearance, readability 5.
Scandinavian 868 with information Romeo request IFR clearance to Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha.
Scandinavian 868, information Sierra is current. Cleared to Arlanda via the Maze 6 Delta departure, then as filed. Departure runway 19 right. Initial climb 5,000. Departure on 128.9. Squawk 325 wind.
Cleared to Arlanda via the Maze 6 Delta departure, then as filed. Departure runway 19 right. Initial climb 5,000, departure on 128.9. Squawk 3251. Scandinavian 868.
Scandinavian 868, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.905.
Contact ground on 121.905. Scandinavian 868.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Scandinavian Airlines Flight 868, departing from Oslo to Stockholm. We kindly ask you to take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please feel free to contact our friendly crew. Thank you for choosing Scandinavian Airlines, and we wish you a pleasant flight.
Complete the operation checklist, cabins cover, remove B188. 50003 on safety belts on ID, not over left 10, weather wave 90908%. Complete the operation checklist complete.
We're on your time now. On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your large carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat. Somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other
Scandinavian
passengers.
868 ready
If
for
you're in an
push
emergency
start.
exit row, please please exit using responsibilities in the card and the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know.
Scandinavian 868, Oslo ground, push and start approved, face west.
Devices during the boarding process. We
Push
ask
and
that
start
larger
through
electronic
facing
devices
west,
are stowed once
Scandinavian
you
868.
and welcome aboard. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 868 with service to Stockholm. Our flight time will be roughly 44 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify traffic.
Due to icing conditions, please
Before
stand by
start
for
checklist,
engine
battery
start
reset,
until
sector
push
speed and
completed
thrust.
and brake set.
B1153 via 157, B2159, flight time 6 degrees Celsius set.
Hello,
Windows
Captain.
closed,
We are ready
beacons
for
on before
pushback.
start checklist complete.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Starting engine 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Flight 868, departing from Oslo to
Hân hạnh chào đón quý khách trên chuyến bay của Bamboo Airways, hãng hàng không của sự hiếu khách.
Welcome aboard Bamboo Airways, the airline of hospitality.
Kính thưa quý khách, vì an toàn của chuyến bay, kính mời quý khách theo dõi hướng dẫn về an toàn trên máy bay.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the safety of the flight, may we have your attention for the safety demonstration.
Khi đã lên máy bay, đề nghị quý khách không hút thuốc dưới mọi hình thức.
Once on board, any type of smoking is strictly prohibited.
Các thiết bị điện tử phải được tắt nguồn hoặc chuyển sang chế độ máy bay trong suốt hành trình bay.
Electronic devices must be turned off or switched to flight mode during the flight.
Quý khách lưu ý, không sạc pin các thiết bị điện tử trong quá trình máy bay lan
Starting
cất và
engine 1.
hạ.
Charging electronic devices is not allowed during taxi, takeoff, and landing.
Trong quá trình máy bay lan cất và hạ cánh, quý khách cài dây an toàn, dựng thẳng lưng ghế, đóng bàn ăn, xếp gọn chân ghế và màn hình.
During taxi, takeoff, and landing, you are requested to fasten your seatbelt, set seat back upright, secure tray table, footrest, and monitor.
Quý khách đặt hành lý trong ngăn đựng phía trên hoặc xếp gọn dưới ghế phía trước.
Carry-on luggage is requested to stow under the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers.
Không để hành lý trên lối đi, khu vực cửa thoát hiểm, dưới chân các vách ngăn và phía sau chân của quý khách.
The aisle, the exit rows, the area under fixed bulkhead, and behind your leg must be clear of any luggage.
Quý khách cài dây an toàn trong suốt thời gian bay và khi đèn hiệu cài dây an toàn được bật sáng. Dây an toàn được cài như sau: cài hai đầu khóa vào nhau. Nếu vai ghế có thêm một đầu dây móc, quý khách bắt chéo dây ngang người, cài đầu móc vào khóa, kéo một đầu dây để siết chặt và mở bằng cách nhấc hoặc bấm đầu khóa. Nếu quý khách đi cùng trẻ em hoặc cần dây an toàn nối dài, vui lòng liên hệ với
We have a good
hàng
engine
không để
start.
được trợ giúp.
You can
Quý khách
disconnect.
vui lòng cài dây an toàn và để dây trong tầm nhìn để tiếp viên hàng không kiểm tra an toàn quan khách.
Distribution of infant seatbelt or extension belt will be provided by cabin crew. Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened and visible to the cabin crew. Whenever seatbelt sign is on, please fasten your seatbelt and keep it while you are seated. Your safety belt is fastened like this. Insert the metal buckle into the other for additional shoulder belt. Cross the belt in front of your body, then hook the metal buckle into the lock. Tighten by pulling the strap and unfasten by lifting the buckle or pressing on the lock.
Unlocking gear.
Trường hợp mất áp suất, mặt nạ dưỡng khí sẽ rơi xuống từ phía trên ghế ngồi và trong phòng vệ sinh. Quý khách kéo mạnh mặt nạ để có dưỡng khí, đeo mặt nạ lên mũi và miệng, choàng dây qua đầu, siết chặt.
In case of decompression, oxygen mask will be released from the cabin ceiling and in the lavatory. Pull the nearest mask firmly downward to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and wear the plastic band over your head, then tighten it.
Quý khách hãy đeo mặt nạ cho mình trước, rồi giúp trẻ em và các hành khách khác cuối cùng được giúp đỡ.
Please put on your own mask first, then help the children and anyone nearby who may need assistance.
Trong trường hợp thoát hiểm, hệ thống đèn chỉ lối thoát hiểm sẽ dẫn quý khách đến cửa thoát hiểm.
In case of evacuation, emergency light system will guide you to emergency exits.
Trong khoang khách có 8 cửa thoát hiểm, 2 cửa phía trước, 4 cửa ở giữa và 2 cửa phía sau. Quý khách lưu ý xác định cửa thoát hiểm gần nhất và các biển báo chỉ dẫn.
In the cabin there are 8 exits, 2 at the front, 4 at the middle, and 2 at the rear. Please identify your nearest emergency exits with marked signs.
Áo phao được đặt dưới ghế ngồi của quý khách hoặc phía dưới bên cạnh ghế. Khi được yêu cầu sử dụng, quý khách lấy áo ra khỏi vị trí, xé vỏ bọc, mặc áo choàng qua đầu và thắt chặt dây quanh eo. Quý khách lưu ý không được làm phồng áo khi ở trong khoang khách.
Scandinavian 868, taxi to runway 19 right via Golf, November Alpha 9.
Remove it from its location and package. Put on the life vest and secure it carefully.
Taxi to runway 19 right by Golf, November Alpha 9.
Hoặc thổi vào ống màu đỏ.
At exit, pull the
Scandinavian
tag firmly downwards
868.
or blow into mouthpieces to inflate it.
Trên áo phao có còi và đèn để lôi cuốn sự chú ý.
There are a whistle and a light on your vest for attracting attention.
Quý khách lưu ý chỉ sử dụng áo phao trong trường hợp khẩn
Clear
cấp hoặc khi
side.
tiếp viên hàng không
Clear
yêu
right
cầu.
side,
Áo phao
right
trẻ em
chest,
sẽ được
zero,
cung cấp và
flag
hướng dẫn
check.
sử dụng bởi tiếp viên hàng
Good luck.
không.
Life vests are used in case of emergency or when instructed by cabin crew only. Infant life vest will be provided and instructed by cabin crew.
Right. Neutral.
Và bây giờ, quý khách đọc bản hướng dẫn an toàn được đặt trong túi ghế phía trước hoặc ngang bên cạnh.
And now, please read the safety briefing card in the seat pocket in front of you or next to your seat.
Trân trọng cảm ơn sự theo dõi của quý khách. Chúng tôi rất mong quý khách sẽ có trải nghiệm an toàn và thú vị trên các chuyến bay của Bamboo Airways.
We thank you for your attention, and we hope you have a great time on board with Bamboo Airways.
Taxi checklist, flight control check, flight setting config 3, radar and radio windshield, all non-alarm, chimo memo, memo, no blue, taxi checklist complete.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Scandinavian 868, contact tower on 120.1 so long.
Contact tower on 120.1, Scandinavian 868. Good day, bye bye. Good afternoon, tower Scandinavian 868 with you. Horn short, runway 19 right, ready for departure.
Scandinavian 868, Oslo Tower, runway 19 right, 185 at 9 cleared for takeoff.
Winds copy, clear for takeoff, runway 19 right, Scandinavian 868. Stabilize. Check out. Main flag 668, ARS runway, autos flow. Check.
Oslo Tower, Scandinavian 244, afternoon descending past 3500.
Scandinavian 244, Oslo Tower, roger, continue approach.
V2 check. Positive climb here.
Scandinavian 868, contact departure on 128.9er.
Contact departure on 128.9er, Scandinavian 868. Good afternoon, departure Scandinavian 868 with you passing 3,000 feet running to 5,000 feet.
Scandinavian 868, Oslo departure, identified, cleared direct GM 603, climb, flight level 200.
Clear direct GM 603, climb, flight level 200, Scandinavian 868.
Scandinavian 868. Contact Oslo. Approach on 118.475.
Contact Oslo approach on 118.475. Scandinavian 868. Good afternoon approach Scandinavian 868 with you passing 5,000 feet altitude. Flight level 200.
Scandinavian 868. Oslo approach. Identified. Good afternoon. Oslo QNH 977.
Oslo QNH 977. Scandinavian 868.
Nordic 1127. Contact Oslo Tower on 120.1.
Over to tower at 120.1. Nordic 1127.
Scandinavian 868. Climb flight level 260.
Climb flight level 260. Scandinavian 868.
Scandinavian 868. Climb flight level 260 approved.
Now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galleys or to the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page with a small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight communication to our partners. If you connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be able to access our wide range of free live streaming.
For pre-air, quite a IMR ESSA.
Flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Now there are things about the cabin. However, we ask that you
direct OS pad. Descend and maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 19 left approach. Speed below 200 knots until established. Scandinavian 460.
Scandinavian 460. Contact Oslo Tower on 120.1.
Switching to Oslo Tower on 120.1. Scandinavian 460.
Scandinavian 868. Climb flight level 310.
Climbing to flight level 310, Scandinavian 868.
contact Polaris Control on 118.875.
Contact Polaris Control on 118.875 Scandinavia 868. Good afternoon, Control Scandinavian 868, passing flight level 200, climbing to flight level 310.
Scandinavian 868, Polaris Control identified. Good afternoon. Scandinavian 868, Polaris Control, expect the ILS runway 19 right approach into Arlanda. ELTO 3 November arrival. Descent coming up in about 15 minutes.
Expect the ILS approach runway 19 right into Arlanda. ELTO 3 November arrival, Scandinavian 868.
Sweden Control on 133.5.
Sweden Control 133.05. Scandinavian 868. Good afternoon, Control Scandinavian 868 with you at flight level 310.
Scandinavian 868, Sweden Control identified. Good afternoon. Scandinavian 868, Sweden Control. Cleared Alto 3 November arrival into Arlanda. When you're ready, descend flight level 100.
Clear Alto 3 November arrival into Arlanda. Descend flight level 100, Scandinavian 868.
Scandinavian 868, descend flight level 100, continue Alto 3 November arrival into Arlanda.
Descend flight level 100, continue approach Alto 3 November into Arlanda, Scandinavian 868.
Scandinavian 868, descend flight level 050.
Descend flight level 050, Scandinavian 868.
Scandinavian 868, contact Stockholm approach on 120.155.
Contact Stockholm approach on 120.155, Scandinavian 868. Good evening, approach Scandinavian 868 descending to flight level 050 inbound for the ILS approach runway 19 right.
Scandinavian 868. Stockholm approach identified. Good afternoon.
Stockholm approach, Scandinavian 243, good evening, descending through flight level 110 for flight level 110.
Scandinavian 243. Heavy Stockholm approach identified. Good evening. Scandinavian 868. Stockholm approach. Descend altitude 3500. Turn left heading 040 vectors for the ILS runway 19 right approach. QNH 979.
Flight level 170, vision for Romeo Kilo.
Vision 4 Romeo Kilo. Climb and maintain flight level 230.
Descending to 3,500 feet, turn left heading 040 vectors for the ILS approach runway 19 right, Scandinavian 868.
Vision 4 Romeo Kilo. Maintain flight level 170 for cruise.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has been on the
Scandinavian 868. Stockholm approach. 9 miles from CI-19R. Turn right heading 120, descend altitude 2500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 19 right approach. Scandinavian 868. Descend altitude 2000.
All Wi-Fi related tasks and
Descending to altitude 2,000 feet, Scandinavian 868.
Roger, expecting the ILS 19 left approach into Arlanda, Nillet 2 Papa arrival, vision for Romeo Kilo.
Vision 4 Romeo Kilo. Let's get you back on course. Descend and maintain 5,000. Turn right, heading 360 vectors for the ILS runway 19 left approach.
Vision for Romeo Kilo, negative. We would like to stick with the Nillet 2 Papa arrival and keep cruising here at flight level 170 for now.
Vision 4 Romeo Kilo. Maintain flight level 170 and continue with Nilu to Papa arrival.
Revealing 3 at Kilo, request further descent.
Avialink 38 Kilo. Continue on current heading and maintain flight level 130. Expect ILS approach to runway 19 right at Stockholm-Arlanda.
Coach, good day. Austrian 815. Passing flight level 100, descent flight level 080.
Austrian 815, Stockholm approach, identified. Good afternoon.
Stockholm approach, Nordic 1050, with you descending through flight level 110 for flight level 100.
Scandinavian 868, turn left, heading 210.
Turn left heading 210, Scandinavian 868.
Nordic 1050, descend altitude 5,000 feet. Scandinavian 868, proceed direct FI 19R, cleared for the ILS runway 19 right approach.
Proceed direct FI 19 right. Clear for the ILS approach runway 19 right. Scandinavian 868.
Euro wings 6, Bravo Charlie. Stockholm approach, identified. Good afternoon.
Descend flight level 050, Austrian 815.
Austrian 815, Stockholm approach. Descend and maintain altitude 3500, turn left, heading 040 vectors for the ILS runway 19 right approach. QNH 1030. Euro wings 6, Bravo Charlie. Stockholm approach. Descend and maintain 3500. Turn left, heading 310.
Descending 5000, Nordic 1050.
Avialine 38 kilo. Descend altitude 2500. QNH 988.
Descend altitude 2500, QNH 988, Avialink 38 kilo.
Descend and maintain flight level 3.5, turn left, heading 310, Eurowing 6, for Charlie.
Eurowings 6, Bravo Charlie. 2 miles from CI-19R. Turn left, heading 230, descend and maintain 2500 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 19 right approach.
Nordic 1050, with you descending 11,000 to 5,000 feet.
Nordic 1050, Stockholm approach. Good afternoon. Stockholm approach. Vectors for the ILS runway 26 approach.
$2,500.
Approaching list Barrow Rep 1009ers 79er set seatbelts on minimum 318 set. All right, off and Jumo challenge on approaching list index.
Scandinavian 868. Contact Arlanda Tower on 128.73.
Contact Arlanda Tower on 128.73 Scandinavian 868. Good evening, Tower Scandinavian 868 on final runway 19 right.
Scandinavian 868, Arlanda Tower, wind 225 at 8, runway 19 right, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 19 right, Scandinavian 868.
Minimum.
Continue. Check.
Flight slow. 40, 30, 20, retard, 20, retard, retard, retard,
Spoiler, reverse rain detail.
Scandinavian 868, welcome to Arlanda. Contact ground on 121.908.
Minor brakes. Contact Arlanda route on 121.908 Scandinavian
Stockholm. The local
868.
time is 3 p.m. and it's currently about 4 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope to see you again.
Officer Comtron and the entire crew, we wish you a wonderful stay in this beautiful city.
Good evening, ground. We are clear of runway 19 right, ready to taxi to gate.
Scandinavian 868 Arlanda ground, taxi to F39L via Yankee 3 Delta Zulu Foxtrot Alpha. Have a great day.
Taxi to F39 left via Yankee 3 Delta Zulu Foxtrot Alpha. Good day, Scandinavian 868.
Scandinavian 868, taxi to gate F39L via Yankee 3 Delta Zulu Foxtrot Alpha. Good day.
Taxi to gate F39L with via Yankee 3 Delta Zulu Foxtrot Alpha. Good day, Scandinavian 868.